Hello, Red27 and welcome back to Grand Tactician, the Civil War, as we continue with our Confederate campaign in the Whiskey and Lemons DLC. And as we rejoin the action, we're kicking things off with the Battle of Mechanicsville. So this Confederate forces, who are strategically vastly outnumbered, have managed to engineer tactical superiority in men of almost 2 to 1. So we have 50,000 Confederate soldiers are taking on 25,000 Federals. And what better place than Mechanicsville, Virginia, where of course Lee did kick off the first action in his 7 days campaign, which ultimately ejected the Federals from the peninsula. And that seems like a fine aim for ourselves, to get things kicked off in the same place and ultimately eject the Federals. So we shall see. Now we're about, I don't know, best part of a year later than actuality, but hey, it's going to come to it in the end. Okay, what's the objective on the map? Well, there's 2 victory points here, so one at Bethesda Church and one at the kind of crossroads up here. I have a strong suspicion most of the Confederate forces are just going to head straight up these 2 roads towards Bethesda Church. I don't know exactly where the Federals are. They tend to clump around the victory points, but obviously can potentially block routes. But I think we're going to go in and make a flanking maneuver along Shady Grove Road, on the assumption that if they're at Bethesda Church, we'll kind of pinch them between us, and if not, then we can either think about going wild, or just maybe at that point, not quite admitting defeat, but just deciding to hit them head on, or to hit play before I can get orders. There we go. Oh, we're still in our big row formation. Okay. I don't want anyone coming along that road to the south, because it'll slow you down. Okay, let's start with this. Okay. I had expected to take a different road. Where? What up? Why did you end up there? Oh, it must have been a click before we ended up ending deployment. Okay, that's going to take us forever to sort out, but no matter. Cool, so we're going to march kind of over in this direction. The rest of our Confederate forces are going to follow suit, and we're going to find ourselves, hopefully, a bunch of Federals to surround and decimate. At least that's the general plan. Although we're now getting tied up in the main body of the Confederate forces when we had been sitting out in front, which is going to slow things down. But we'll do what we can. Groovy. Alright, well I'll put a cut in here and we can jump back when we have confirmation where the Federal forces are. Okay, so as we head up along this Shady Grove Road, we can see the kind of forward Confederate forces from the south have caught line of the Federal lines. So they have built a bunch of earthworks, although it doesn't look like they've manned them just yet. And there's a strong infantry presence in front of the church, and we've seen the smatterings of a few artillery pieces as well. So I think essentially they've put a line along here, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the entirety of their force. I don't expect anyone else to be kicking about up and around here. So much so, I think we're going to take everyone and get them initially heading over this direction by telling them to do something like that. In fact, I'm going to move it slightly further forward. Something like that. And we'll probably shift them by brigade when we get a bit closer. At least as initial orders to get everyone moving this vague direction. We have not quite completely disentangled ourselves from the main body of the Confederate forces here. Always the tricky bit about moving over roads. Although this is nice behaviour from the AI. Far too often we see them essentially just marching here unit by unit. It's nice to see them stopping to gather. Hopefully they will also attack. And then, yeah, we could get ourselves a quite nice little pincer on here. Well, since no one's fighting, I'm happy to go up to 20x until some of the combat starts. We've got a wee bit of an advanced scout, and yeah, we're not seeing anything. Oh, hello. Looks like that's their rear divisions. And, oh, hello. Oh, look at these things. I do believe that's a machine gun. That's cool. I've never actually seen one of these in the game before. I've never used them nor faced them. I wonder how effective they are. I don't know. I guess I'm about to find out though. Okay, cool. It's quite early for those, isn't it? 63? I don't know. I'm not a huge expert on exactly when they were available, but I thought they weren't really on the go until later on in the war, and even then in fairly small numbers, but I will happily be corrected on that front. I know they weren't thought particularly highly of at the time. Yeah, this is good. This is good patience from the Confederate AI here. As long as it turns into action at the right time. Now we may need to send someone to go and take Bowling here. Oh, actually we're starting to seize it already. Nice. Just by being vaguely near it. It's good. Give ourselves some victory points ticking in our direction. Now we do need to get ourselves, what's it, about 1,000, 1,200, 1,300 prestige before we can get the rifled muskets project, which is really our main objective at the minute. Okay, this looks like we're going to wrap these boys up quite nicely. So they're now starting to shift a lot of forces south to respond to a single brigade, or regiment probably. With mixed whoa, De Rosie, I don't rate your chances. You are brave, sir, but you are a fool. Okay, I think they're going to get chewed up. But, you know, kudos to you. Right, we're starting to capture this. Yeah, nice. Okay, we'll wait for the rest of our forces to get in position. No, Stone, you're one of my cavalry. You're currently on this right flank. I'm actually going to have you come round. I'm going to have my cavalry flank around the rear. So let's get you in. Let's get you into here. We'll just be a little bit on the aggressive side. And then we'll grab Herbert, who's my other cavalry. And we'll get you to head down to the south here. We shall be right up in their rear. Oh, the rumble has started. To enjoy that. Oh! That's new. I guess that's the machine gun. Pop, 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 pop. That's not too loud coming through. Okay, so I had to put a very, very slight cut in there. Just I was paranoid about the sound of that artillery piece and didn't want to ruin the recording, so I went to check. But it seemed okay, but I turned it in a very smidge. Okay, so we've got our cavalry divisions moving in. Oh, that is quite noisy. And then let's grab the rest of our infantry. So your cavalry. Who are you, sir? Where is your CO? Jenkins! Oh, you're right back here. Good job, Jenkins. Let's get you pushing along this angle. I think we'll get spread out eventually. Good Jenkins coming in. Who's next? McCrae. Let's have you come right up the middle. And then we shall have whoever is left. Jackson. Supporting through these trees here. We'll start our attack. I think I have one more. Who else do I have? Jackson, Stone, Herbert, Jenkins, McCrae, Pryor. Pryor, you're the man I'm missing. Okay, well let's get you come in just this side of the flank. Might be on top of wherever I told McCrae to go. Yeah, it's pretty close. We'll probably end up kind of shuffling around to our right, expanding our line out that way. But that's a darn good start. You boys can sort yourselves out. Right, how goes this Confederate advance? Well, they've routed some artillery and some infantry. Fairly positive. They could do with a bit of flanking pressure rather than just he diddle straight up the middle, but it's an aggressive Confederate commander. We know that. Casualties match that aggression. See if we can turn the tide. Now, I don't want to send my cavalry on their own against this infantry, but certainly if there was a concerted push, I'd love to join in. I'd really love it if you guys could sort yourselves out at a reasonable turn of pace. Oh, the congestion hurts. It hurts bad. Just let someone through and they can get away and get on with it. Go on. Yeah, I'm in Leslie. Where's your actual position? Let's have you come right in the middle here. Thick of the action, good sir. Okay, there's a bit of effort coming in now, so you know, let's take these guys. Yeah, I've got that infantry support. Let's get themselves positioned right on the federal flank here. And we're going to start to come in Zouave style upon their flank. See if we can't start roll them up in this direction. Right, we'll let you guys... Well, I say let you take your time. I'm not sure I have a choice. And then we'll maybe extend you around slightly. We'll just wrap them up. Go say hello to HQs. Brave charge it almost looked there from these Virginian casualty. Cavalry, there are certainly casualties now. Alright, come on, men. Oh, actually quite good that you've gone over land. Frees up the road for a few other troops. Okay, I'm champing at the bit to get into action now. Okay, if you're having a bad day, I'm pretty sure we can add to that. Get ourselves even closer. And at that point I think we'll get the lads dismounted, loose order, start our skirmishing. Good, good, good. Oh, we're coming, we're coming! Now, if I had rifle muskets, I would attempt to just skirmish these guys. I'm slightly nervous about the effectiveness of my skirmishers, and I'm just getting driven off. Let's maybe just go up and we'll give them a bit of a what for. Yeah, that's not a great artillery position actually. Now let's bring you, I know you're knackered, let's bring you around here. And I think what I might do is just charge these guys when we get close enough. 4 carriages already. Right. In there, lads. Give me old rebel yell. Surely they're not going to stand up against that. Yeehaw! I don't know why that's... I don't know what that was. That was a rebel yell, that's for sure. Sweet. Nice, that worked very well. And, oh, thank you, commanding officer. Just giving me some free prestige. I will happily take that. Okay, I'll have you guys come down and do essentially the same again. We're a little bit more exposed, but probably need to give these guys a bit of a rest. Well, you can come and engage from the front. Sir, advance. The going is good. Okay. Let's go back down to normal speed. Give these orders a new set of dismount. And you've got some carbine ammo to use up. Let's go loose order. Excellent. Let's go skirmishing through the woods. get you guys right down to the river line because there's a bit of defence there. Not sure... You know what, just shoot them. So I don't know why you're walking away. I'd rather you didn't spend time showing your back to enemy. Just you engaging now, yes. Don't know where you're going, so we'll not worry about that. In fact, just come up behind, please, as a reserve. You're coming around to flank, beautiful. You coming in? You are coming in indeed. Oh, this didn't really go according to plan. You're probably tired, but get in there, lads. Advance. Do we have an actual deployed artillery? We do. Can you do some bombardment? You can. How about... Oh, I don't know. There seems pretty darn good to me. Alright, bring up the lads and we'll fight for the church. I'm not sure that the Federals are going to be able to take much more of this punishment, to be perfectly honest. Right, you keep working on them. You get to work on them. You're probably going to take up a strange position across the river, like so. Keep working those angles, boys. I'm kind of holding you gents in reserve for just now. Well, do you know, why don't we get someone on these guns, get them to work. Gatling gun. As the rest of infantry come into support. Beautiful. Alright, let's get a couple of these cavalry regiments into place to come and start doing their skirmishing, probably in here. Hopefully we can kind of wrap this section up a little bit. So now they'll have nowhere to retreat to, which is always nice. We can damn their better weaponry if they have it. Good. We've got a little bit of a kind of escape actually if we pushed it that way. Thankfully they don't seem inclined just yet. Let's get you boys off your horses. Loose order if you can, please. You engage them, you engage them. Let's see what we can get done. I'd like you actually to cross the river if you could. Okay, we've broken the infantry just beside the church itself. Let's keep this pressure up. At some point we can send our cav to essentially go charging in whatever's left. How's the casualty numbers looking? Oh, good, we've swung in our favour, that's nice. I'd like to really make that a bloody day for the Federals if we can. And we're still shy of a fair chunk of prestige. Hopefully that should start going up now we're a little more engaged in the fight. You guys are a bit knackered. Let's bring some other regiments forward instead. We've got a whole division back here that's really not doing very much. Prior, you keep pushing. Are you a prior man, are you? Well, not you, because I'd like you to actually be involved in the fight. And McCrae's not doing very much. You come forward, sir. Right, I'm actually going to need this infantry to take care of this artillery unit and trust my carbines here to break this Federal infantry before they cause any problems with this charge. Actually, they haven't lost many casualties, but hopefully that'll change. They are being shot in the rear. And they broke. Excellent. And the whole army is broken. Beautiful. Okay. This is a good day. But let's not let them up, eh? Right, we have a few mounted people, which we're probably going to want to do some charges for lovely casualties and prestige. Let's get you in here. Let's get you guys back on your horse. Right, let's get this whole brigade back, or division back on the horse. Oh no, it's brigade. It's brigade. I always get mixed up because the scale's different at this level. They unfortunately are fleeing the wrong way. Second NJ we can break. I mean, you might as well charge into them, they're here. Were you mounted already? Apologies, I sent you the wrong way. You're not charging for some reason. We're at 2,800, that's not enough, I need more. Here. Don't worry about that, just charge these fools. It'd be great if we get all these officers. Imagine they'd be worth a pretty penny in terms of prestige. +5, it's not the best, not the worst. I'll take it. We're ending up a couple of hundred prestige short here. Darn. A great victory, but just not quite what we needed. Okay, how are we doing? Casualty figures, 4,200, 2,600, that's okay. I'll accept that. Drove them from the battlefield, and hopefully we can push them on to greater losses in the next one. Alright, I'll skip to the end battle screen. And there we have it. 2,600 for ourselves, 4,300 for the Federals. We have stripped them of another 25 guns, which is nice, because those are expensive things to place. Not that the Confederates need them, just all our bloomin' generals have been buying. Okay, let's go to the game. See what the state is on the strategic map, and where, more importantly, we're going to head to next. Victory at Mechanicsville. Cool. So, much like, or similar to reality, we have a bunch of Federals on the peninsula, and this probably enables us to drive down and give them a little bit of what's for. Now we are still sitting at orange readiness, so we're definitely able to move out, potentially sooner rather than later. If we double check what I need for the projects. Confederate rifles, 3.27. So another 300 required. I think I'm right in saying we are doing the party. Yes, we're throwing a party. So that may help. Oh, victory at Williamsburg. Nice. Good job, Army of North Carolina. Now, where are you going? 10,000 men. You sat around on your own. That would be tempted to come deal with you. Oh. But 16,000 men of the Department of Pennsylvania, the 3rd Division, has taken on a beleaguered force under Clark there. Well, we could go down, make ourselves a little bit of heroes. How about we move up here, because I think you're just a paper thing, yeah, headquarters. Let's move up here and see if the 5th Division would like a scrap. Or if they're still in a bad way and will just auto-retreat, and then perhaps go down and relieve Clark down here. Awesome. What else I want to look at? Camp. I want to look at camp. So, they have made some changes to camp and balanced it a little bit. I've still not found out which tells you exactly the ins and outs, but there was a note in the last patch. They said they'd added things to the manual, but I had a look and couldn't see it. Now, the last patch was 1.14 and the manual still says version 1.13, so it may just be the Steam manual's not been updated. But if we have a companion here, which I didn't know about, who adds +2, we can take 2 hours out of our inspect readiness and we'll keep the 12% recovery, which is nice. Okay, we've got 1 hour in there for doing a little bit more tribute. A little bit more staff. Thank you, companion. I should see, are there any more companions? Oh, I do have one here. So we could do some military studies. What are you? Companion effects. I don't know for increased relationship. My subordinates probably don't like me. Prestige, I'm not so worried about that per year. Morale recovery might be nice. My health isn't great actually, so keeping that going is probably fine. What one's up here? Replacement speed. I wouldn't mind a little bit more of that. And of course, drilling said troops. Okay, let's pull one out of supply efficiency, because we hopefully are in a better area of supply right now. Let's throw that 2 into military studies, I suppose. So in fact, I could pull 2 hours out of there, and you'll still give me a 2. Which leaves me 5 hours to play around with. That's not shabby. Let's go a couple more hours in training to get them up to positive impact. Morale recovery, it would be nice. Not sure we particularly need it. Perk experience. I'm not so worried about that. Skill, no, I'm okay. Action research, I don't think it's that important. Maybe we'll just put another couple hours in replacement. Speed. And I suppose I can maybe spend an hour trying to make sure my subordinates don't completely hate me. Okay. That seems alright. How do my headquarters look, by the way? Okay, well these guys need to improve, to be perfectly honest. They're all really mediocre. Alright, come on, Leslie, move out. And we're off. You gonna fight me? You're gonna run away. Oh, which gave me not enough prestige. A little bit. Okay. Why don't we then go and help out? Okay, well, our readiness isn't great. So we have adjoined the siege. So there's now 16,000 of us. It's very much in our favour. Excellent. So I will just leave the siege to play out itself. Do have to watch out for... The only issue might be federal reinforcements. Oh, whoa. 3.3 prestige though. Which means... yes, this is the one I want. Fayetteville and Richmond. Hallelujah. Now, it's going to take me a while to actually produce these things, but it's a start. It's a start. I'll probably need to get the legacy ones as well. Another 2,500k. Because, yeah, just to try and increase the volume of rifles on the go. Hang on. Oh, there's a big fight going over here. Against the 1st Division. Well, actually, we can go battles. The Appomattox River Bridge. Oh, good outnumbering again. Major General Gordon. Looks like we're going to have another victory here for the Confederates. Oh, things are going very well. Glorious victory at Appomattox. Nice. And we've got a couple of sieges. This is going very much in our favour, and it does tell you how many days they reckon it will be finished within. 7 days. And there was one other. Franklin, where are you and what's going on? I guess you finished. Disaster at Franklin. Yeah, you were outnumbered about 3 to 1. Okay, well that's an area of not of our concern right now. Alright, if you look at the front lines, we're just trying to... We're trying to deal with this. and regain some land for the Confederacy. Hopefully some AI will deal with some of these rear areas. We can just concentrate on spending our campaign beating up smaller federal armies and convincing the higher-ups to purchase some rifled muskets. And we're back up to 500 prestige already, which is pretty nice actually. Oh, I'm head of party. Okay. I don't think we need to have another party. The kind of couple hundred prestige it gives is probably not worth it. I was looking. I want to spend money. Some of these are quite nice, but cost prestige. I was looking at these earlier. Where was one? Things like it's not. Oh, for goodness sake! Like the signal core and logistics core and all that kind of stuff is really useful things I'd want to add to my army. But for right now, I want to keep my prestige and therefore I'm only at things which spend money, and there's not huge amounts. So it's probably going to be one of these spend money, increase your stars. Now we have a cheaper one here because our psychologist friend. So he will increase our leadership skill, which is pretty darn good. But it will always make it better. So why not? Let's do that. And there's our victory. Huzzah! So I think the next job for Leslie here, and we may do it now, is going to be to liberate wherever this town is. Charles City, is that what we said it was? Yeah. Oh, they've taken Petersburg as well. Oh no, it's just the fort outside. Petersburg itself is good. Yes, so we can get the whole of the peninsula under control. The other option would be to go down and smack around 2nd Division and kick them off that end of the peninsula. There is quite a lot of Federals here, although I'm guessing they're in a bad way. You've got 11,000 there. You're not a real one. Ah, but we've got 3rd Division here. Claimed to be 15,000. Let's move up to this part of the junction, and then we're going to sweep down. And we'll try and clear them out. Okay, they're running away. Let's move all the way down here and see if we can't convince them to go away somewhere else. Nice. Without much to do, we seem to have regained a lot of control. Presumably this town is going to flip to us. Yes? No? Yes, okay. Awesome. Well, let's maybe finish our Peninsula campaign by heading down to Yorktown, that also famous of places. And then finally sweeping the division. Now, obviously all 3 of these guys grouped together, if they have any semblance of an ability to fight, is going to cause us some problems. And we're apparently under a little bit of attrition, so we'll have to watch that. Hopefully Yorktown changes hands. It does indeed. Okay, let's head down here and see what happens. This may go terribly wrong if they all start to fight us. Ah! We are engaged against one unit. The 2nd Division was trying to break out. Now it says we have some unhappy people. Actually, 3,000 men. That's a good chunk of our army. But I rate myself against 15,000 Federals. We can give David Hunter a good run for his money. So let's jump into that. Okay, so we are on the Eagle Creek map. We're attacking Lime Hill down this bottom corner, which is not super duper. That's fairly defensible. So we'll probably have to essentially have a fairly strong attack across Lime Run. Let's just hide this HQ section. And we do have more guns in terms of artillery pieces, so that should help. And we could try to send some kind of forces on a bit of a flank. You also can come across the bridge here. Maybe we shall send one of our cavalry brigades. So I suspect this is going to be a 2-day affair because our first day is mainly going to be grudging. Let's just pry across the fields. Come on down to Danville. So that's what I'll do. I'll probably break off someone, Stone or Probably Stone, because I think he's all horse. And we'll get him to flank around. Although, it depends where they've drawn up their battle line. Because obviously if they've... they might have done it on the forward slope here. Or even in amongst the river. Not sure. We'll see where they are. Okay, I will trudge across the map. And we'll come back when we find them. Okay, so we spent a full day's worth of manoeuvring. As you see, I've got Stone, his brigade, across the bridge over here. The rest of our troops are arrayed just on this side of Lime Run. We have not actually seen the Federals yet. We ran out of daylight. So we're just about to start up again. I mean, given this, I suspect they must be in here somewhere. You think they'd be defending the point. But we'll continue to press forward. This is not a great position. Right. Oh, I can deploy all the way down here. Well, let's do it. Right, let's deploy on this side of the hill. We'll get these guys as far forward as we can. Oh, hello. Eyes, I see you. So actually, let's get our cannon somewhere they're going to have good line of sight. If I get you all the way back here, I know, I'm going to move you out of the way just so I can check what your line of sight is going to be. Still pretty terrible? Why? Why can you not see along that road, good sir? I dispute what you are telling me. And likewise, I think there's actually a pretty good artillery position over here. On the edge of this hill. I think you will be able to bombard the Federals. So let's just get ourselves set up over here. I should have a third battery somewhere, I think. Yeah. Right. Jolly good. I think I have to reorganize my army at some point to have a proper artillery corps. It's easier to start moving them around. Herbert, we'll get you there. Who's shaky? You guys are a bit shaky, okay. Might have you just hold where you are for just now. Let's get your commander nice and nearby. You guys are okay, but obviously I don't want to move your cannons. Alright. Move you guys forward a scooch. Alright, hit the play button. Oh. They've moved. Okay, what kind of range have we got on our artillery? Any chance you can bombard that? Do so. No. I forgot how rubbish the bombard command was. Right, if you can you bombard here? You can hit that then. Right, I have to wait for you to be told something and then it will become available again. We are under fire. I would very much like you minus your artillery piece to cross the river and start pushing through these woods. She'll do it unit by unit, and hopefully your HQ will come along. See what we can find. I should keep these guys a little bit in reserve. Yeah, Herbert, you can make a nice advanced position here. And Stones, well, I think you might be able to get across the river and threaten their flank. Good. Let's get you guys into single line. And there must be more of them. These numbers don't all add up. What are you doing? Idle. Bombarding, idle. Idle. Stop being idle. Okay, there's some orders coming now. I think it was you we needed to redo. Yeah, okay, we'll wait on that. People are slowly moving out. Let's go to at least ×2, if not ×5. It's only artillery fire, so it's not that big of a problem. Yeah, you're the one that says we don't want you to do there, we'd like you to do somewhere else. Even that's actually okay, because we can see some other units up here. I think that's pretty good. Although, are you really bombarding these guys? It was awfully to me like you're not firing in the slightest. Okay. We may need to move artillery up. As we approach under gunfire here, let's go to 5 speed. Let's move you up through the ridge. Let's put pressure on this right flank. It looks like I think the whole forces are kind of wrapped up in here. So it should give Herbert here a good opportunity to threaten this flank, like so. Okay, this should work quite nicely. You guys are my waverers, so you're going to kind of stay in the rear. These units are going to come help our flanking attack here. Oh, hang on. Let's... There's more of them than I thought. Okay. Let's not do that. Let's then push for this flank. Get the first couple of units in action. And let's get you to advance all the way. Please stop. Oh, you are now too far behind to bugle them. Things have gone wrong. Please pull back. Are you really going to go all the way here? Can't even tell you to attack because you've got this stupid cold steel thing going on, which I should have turned off actually at the very start of the game, and I have done previously. Is it madness just to go hell for leather and charge in? Probably. Oh well, if we're going to get these units foolishly broken, we might be able to do it bravely. Right, could you please perhaps start shooting? We've managed to do the willies up them. Oh, it's carnage over here. Right, you need to get up here with your men. Right, they're not going to last forever, but they're doing okay. Right, you come in and start shooting some people. Right, well this is interesting. You're coming up to support at least. You've got, okay, detachments, that's fine. You're having a bad day, let's throw you up in reserve. Yeah, I'm now doing that whole horrible piecemeal thing I complain that the AI does. Right, let's get you up the hill in good order. Okay. Looks like they've gone fairly strong to defend that attack on the right-hand flank. I need to stop trying to stab everything. Right, get on your horse. You know what? All of you get on your horse. Okay, these guys have fallen, which makes sense. You are my strongest infantry brigade. I need you to come over probably this direction and hit Pronto. Right here we want to essentially try and pull ourselves back. Was that positive, negative? Wow, that went really well actually. Well, really well is a bit strong. It went well. My artillery pieces are all out of order now. Let's see if we can get you somewhere meaningful, although I suspect it won't be, and I've got a whole bunch of infantry back here doing not very much. Right, mount up please. Right, run them down. Let's see if we can do a little bit of shock and awe here. .42 of the cows inflicted. That's going well, although we were countercharged. Right, you boys take care of this detachment. Yeah, we got seen off by the infantry countercharge, which is fine. Okay, you guys need to get up here pretty quick. We are maintaining a good casualty rate, although we're definitely bloodying our troops here. Right, you boys get off your horses and go skirmish now. Facing this way. I don't know why you turn around when I tell you to skirmish. Right, no, let's see if you can come break this unit, because they're not in a great way. And we just want to try and put pressure. Try and take them a little bit piecemeal. So we're going to see if we can't drive a little bit of a wedge. In the middle. Right, let's get you forward. Let's get all our HQ forward. Lord knows the boys need it. So of course, if I didn't have my artillery in my brigades, then I wouldn't have to worry about... Hold on, you guys have clearly got rifled muskets. Why don't you lie down and just... Essentially, I want you to keep them interested. While I do bad things to the rest of their army. You come off your horse, let's get you in loose order, and let's get you flanking around here. Off your horse, loose order, likewise. Okay, there we go, we're starting to apply a bit of hurt now. Again, if we can keep these guys interested at a better casualty rate, then I will take that. Oh, hello, who are you? Someone's random detachment. That's annoying. Alright, just go deal with him. Okay, cannons in position. Let's go for bombarding. Oh, I don't know. There, maybe? don't move here. I want you to bombard here. Thank you. Bombard, down the ground, and then yes, please. Okay, good. Many brigades shooting at not many brigades is the general order of the day. And I'm happy to let the guns do a little bit of work. And really I want to fold these 3 cavalry units round to the rear so we can keep picking on these weak and demoralised units. You guys are having a bit of a bad day, so perhaps you can fall back. That's an annoying linchpin you've set yourself up in there. Okay, let's get you here. Let's get you mounted up and we'll swing you around the side. Likewise with you. Let's get your HQ over here so you get some orders relatively quickly. Alright. Yes, the plan is we drive them back into our own skirmishers and they don't get a chance to recover their morale. That's the plan anyway. It's gonna be a little bit tough going for these guys. I've got faith in them. Right, you also need to keep up with this pace. How are we doing with casualties? It's currently class of minor victory. We're sitting at 1700 versus 1100. That's quite nice. Broken another unit there. Okay, you guys are getting into position. Let's do this and that. So you advance over here. Oh, we've lost our first unit. We weren't quite in range there. I'm tempted to attack the Omen. Let's keep working on these Ohioans. Let's get you to come work on these Indianapolismen. They have now broken. Beautiful. This is quite a challenge we've got here. It's a fair collection. If we can break a few more of these units, we might be in not bad of a stead. Okay, let's keep pushing up with whatever infantry we have available. Time has come for our assault. Ah, you sir, get back over here. Okay, these units continue to rout. A delight to see. Let's work in this unit and get them to go. And don't get me wrong, I know fine well there's going to be casualties upon our side, but by jingo, I think we can make this work. pressure them so they have no release. You're having a bad day, so you can fall back. We'll get a placement for you. I think Watty's brigade here is going to have a pretty bad time, but that's okay. We kind of knew he was being thrown into the worst of it. I think they're going to break pretty quickly. And casualty numbers are healthy, considering we are, there we go, all floundering around with smooth bores. Okay, I'm pretty pleased with that outcome. Okay, I'm gonna skip this phase, where I just try and mop up as much as I can, in the advent of time, because I realize this video has gone on a fairly long time. So I will come back at the end, and hopefully we'll have tipped those casualties a little bit more in our favour. Okay, there we go. We did manage a few more casualties as we went to mop-up phase. We got another 600 out of them, but we'd spend another 250, 300 ourselves. So maintaining a reasonable rate, but yeah, not pretty happy with that actually. Now I dare say we're going to need a bit of time to rest and recover and reconstitute our forces. We may not be able to push all the way down to Peninsula. I don't think the Federal armies are in pretty good stead down there, but neither are we. So perhaps we shall pull back, rest up, and then go again. More importantly, however, we have enough prestige to unlock legacy rifles as well. So perhaps we shall make that the very final act of this episode. Oh, Watty's fallen into disgrace. Unjust. He was in a hard spot. He was facing an outnumbered foe. He was outnumbered by his foe. And 1800 rifles. I wonder, because some of them definitely outranged me. Is there any chance that we have enough proper guns? Oh, just available. I don't need to wait for you to order these. Hang on. What's upgrade cost? I didn't see. Oh boy. Hold up. Never mind getting these other ones, I can just upgrade to this. 135, bargain. I should have done this before we fought. Oh, I'm a fool. Oh, those Federals are in trouble now. I probably will get the Legacy Project as well, just so the rest of the Confederate forces have rifles available to them. Right, I'm going to go through and finish upgrading, so we're going to have an unbelievably good little force after this. And you'll have to join me next time for some more fun games. Sorry this one went a little bit long, I just got too into it. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Cheerio!